Hello and welcome. Yeah, here today we're looking at Barely Brave. This is a deck builder where you play a stuffed bear fighting in a tournament for the right to, I think, get out of the tournament. All right, so real quick, we'll jump right in. This, by the way, has an interesting thing where the F9 key, which is what I use for my recording button, also opens for some reason in this client in this program, it also for some reason opens the directory. So I think that was a neat debugging thing they were probably doing when they were like setting everything up and so that they could go straight to the files and everything like that. It's actually pretty cool to when that happened. I was laughing pretty hard. So if you do like what you see here, they've been linked to the Steam page in the description. There's currently, as of this speaking, hold on one second. All right, double check. There is a demo available as of the time we speak. So, jumping in, I do have a couple of unlocks, but not really, because I didn't get to play too much. Now, I will actually say, the developer sent me this key. Oh, yeah, and YouTube things if you want to jump in. I'll go, yeah. All right, so, jumping in. We're going to go for the base difficulty, regular thing. All right, so the developer actually asked me to take a look at this a while back, and I did, and unfortunately, I don't know if it was just me or something I was doing wrong, but I couldn't make any headway into it. It was a little too hard. I was playing tonight, and while I can't really get very consistently far, it seemed like they didn't scale quite as fast in the hit point department, and it seemed like I had a little bit better of a chance doing what I'm trying to do here. So, it seems like it's gone in a good direction, and I enjoyed playing it tonight, so I figured I'd show it off here. All right, so real quick, we do have an inventory that'll come in handy in a second. We also have inventory slots up here, and this is candy that can help us. So this one heals us. So one of the things that was hard about it at the beginning is you tend to take 1 point of chip damage every turn, almost every time. We have our energy down here, and then the costs are up here. The damage is right here. We're going to go right there, and we're going to go say, let's go 2 swords. And this guy right here. All right. And you can see how much damage we did right there, which isn't too bad. We're going to take 1 point of damage. That's pretty typical for me in this game so far, as I tend to take 1 point of damage at a minimum. We can actually play this out real quick. Don't have to worry about that. Now we'll go into the after rewards. So reward-wise, I'm going to have to say, the one thing that does a bit disappointing still is I tend to need to use almost all my rewards to get hit points. There are some ways to mitigate that now, but it still feels very heavy where I generally have to pick that. We're not going to this time. We're going to pick the buttons, and I very rarely get to pick that because buttons are needed to buy your patches. Now, here's where we get the interesting stuff. This nice gentleman, he sells candies, and each of those is a buff for basically like that moment or that encounter. He does have a special today, so we can add, what is this? One brand... Change one brand to a different brand. Okay, so brands are an actual interesting thing because they all do something. So if you look over here real quick, we will show you that because that's kind of an interesting, that is kind of an interesting thing. So these brand seals, they actually give you a buff depending on what it does. So the red circle gives you an extra multiplier when you fill it up with 3 segments. Green gives you 3 max, 3 energy for this combo. This gives you a shield. It does tend to rack up kind of slowly. So this can be good, but you have to brand a lot of the blue diamonds on there. And then this one will just give you straight up money, which is super handy. Like, don't get me wrong. And what we use that money on is we use it to buy cards, modify things. Sometimes this will be a different type of thing. And buy patches. And patches are super important. So if you blocked 1 or more damage during combat, this will give me a 1.5 multiplier for the rest of combat. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee that, so we wouldn't use it. For every 2 empty slots, we get a 0.8 multiplier. So this is probably what we'll go with. And I'll adds plus 0.2 for every discard left. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. I can technically get both of these. And I think I will. Okay, so we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. And that's going to give... But this is still going to give us a huge amount of multipliers. These patches are basically the lifeblood of how you're going to be doing things. Because you need those multipliers real bad. But yeah, the game was originally like... It was just... I couldn't make it... I couldn't get a run, and I couldn't make it look good. So, Veto deals 1 damage for every 10 energy you spend on combos. And that is something that each of them will do. You'll see your normal damage here. Sometimes some people don't always have a point of damage. But like this... you know, if we spend the full 10 energy on any combo, he's going to hit us for 2 instead of 1. So a little bit of mitigation. Hold on one second. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to work around that limit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and I want this guy to go down here, and we'll do that. And that we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 0.8, and we should have all of our discards, which is 6. So we should have a pretty good multiplier here. When we hit the play button, we should... Oh, yeah, see 4.1 already. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did that. Ooh. I mean, that's not going to be enough damage later in life, but for now, it's fantastic. I don't want to remove a card from my deck anyway. I think we're going to go with buttons. Buttons, buttons, buttons. We definitely like some more buttons. All right, we can open up spaces and kind of avoid some of this, because this is 0.8 for every 2 empty slots. So we would have to buy like 2 slots. If we buy 1 slot, I think we can upgrade it right now. All right, let's see what else we got. That's +3 to combo. If you can use 3 of different types. If you used a candy. I had a candy generating item that actually made this card like so good. It generated 1 new candy at the beginning of every turn. It was fantastic. If at least 1 card can toss 0. So none of these are very good, but that does give us the ability to grab the other thing. Do we want this? It has 2 bad. We kind of do. So we'll be able to afford to buy 1 slot and grab this. Eventually we'll need to replace this with something else, but this is not that time. So we will grab that because it does have the 2, and then we will grab another slot here. That's going to bring this up to 2.4. That works right there. And we don't have any other money, and that's okay. Oh, I think I just missed out on doing 3 buttons for a energy reduction on one of the cards. Okay, so every 3 rounds, he's going to deal an extra damage. So it's not a bad idea if we can get a good combo going for that. So I would say you don't actually have to rearrange the cards. It doesn't make that much of it. It's just me. All right. Okay. So yeah, look, we're actually, these by the way persist. So when we've done the 2 here, we only need to get like 1 more matchup and we're good. And so that can kind of save your butt as you go along. Wow. We did all of the damage. I did not expect that. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? All skills are upgraded. Weapons cost 1 extra energy. That's kind of tempting, actually. 2 extra hit points would be good. Enemies lose 10% of their max health for each point of damage blocked. I think we'll just go with the 2 extra life. All right, we got 15. Yeah, see, this would have been good. That was 3 that I should have spent on that last shop. What do we got here? I kind of want to hope, like, okay, what do you get? 1, if this patch has no adjacent patches, that can actually happen pretty easily. If the last card is combo weapon, gain 1 button for every 2 hit points at the end of combat. That would actually be really good. And technically, it costs 5, so I don't think we can quite afford it. But what we will do is go ahead and buy those. We're going to do this. And we're going to take this guy right here, and we're going to lower him down to a 2 cost. All right, let's go, let's go. We're actually doing really well compared to like some of the early. This is so much different balance at this point versus what it was when it first came out. Like you flow through the stages a little bit easier, and you get a little bit the multipliers playing into the patch system, which I wasn't doing as much as I should have. All right, he doesn't have any modifiers, so he's just going to do that because I think that's every 3rd round he did extra damage, if memory serves me correct. Let's go ahead and throw that boxing gloves in there. That's going to be a little bit of everything, but it should work, and we should get a pretty, I was about to say, pretty rip-roaring multiplier going on there. All right, I do need some healing device at some point. Okay, so let's 2, 2, 2. That gives us a 4, and we can throw one of these in there just for giggles. And that'll do a lot of damage there. And in this game, it does seem, because you're able to kill them a little bit faster, or I've been able to kill them a little bit faster. See, I really do. Up to 3 per card. I really would like to do this. But it feels like these 2 are the ones that I need to do. If that makes sense. Ooh. Enhances effect. That's usually really good. I'm sort of tempted there. If at least one card costs 0, no. Gain 1 button for every 2 discards we have left. Now that could be good because we're trying not to use our discards. So if you cost 5, okay, and you cost 6, so let's buy this space. And that way we don't lose our multiplier. Then we'll buy this guy. And our multiplier will still be the same, but we're also going to start generating buttons for it. And I think that's the way to go. And I think we are going to lose a little bit of multiplier. Well, no, because we don't need this anymore. And this takes up 1 space. So that leaves us a lot more room and a lot more to lean on him for still doing stuff. No, we don't. we have $1. All right. I like the premise and everything. I love the art. The art was great. Like, this is fantastic. All right. If we play more than 4 cards in a combo, so we need to keep our combo number down to 3 or below. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Okay. So let's see here. There's a 3 combo. We don't want to get the 4 in there. And we're still going to have leftover energy no matter what, but let's do it that way so that we only leave a little bit on the floor. Oh, no. We do that because we're going to get our shields up. All right, let's see here. Ooh. See, if we can, we would want to efficiently. So we basically be like this, and then this, taking us to 0, but not 4 cards. We won't get a shield, but it was the breaks. We still have really good multipliers, like really good multipliers. All right, so you. Yeah. We're going. We may have to eat some of our candy here shortly because we are taking a lot of. Yeah, we're gonna use that because we are taking a lot of damage. He's got us on the ropes in a so to speak. Okay, we got enough damage that we should be able to kill him outright this turn, I think. Especially if we do that. I think this kind of supposed to. Yeah, we should have enough because of all our multipliers. We do need to heal up this round. Phew. We only have 1 button, but he's going to give us some buttons. He was worth 8. And we got 3 from our thing. So we actually made a decent amount of buttons. We're still going to have to heal up, though. Which isn't necessarily bad, but... Oh, man. You're getting close to getting sold, my friend. This one's really cool, but it doesn't work well with these small ones. +1 if Barely Brave is in your wish list. It gives +1 anyway, but you should totally wishlist it. I like that. That is great. That is a fantastic one. If this patch has no adjacent patches, we can add 1 more. So we would lose 0.8, but we would gain a whole 1, and all we had to do is sit him right down in this corner. And we can buy this space and still get the 3.2 out of this. We're eventually going to change that out, but I think that's the way to go this time. So let's do that. And this just transmutes. I don't want it to rearrange a brand. I would rather actually have the brand. All right. So there we go. This one needs to be adjacent to nothing, which works perfectly for us. And that's going to get us a good chunk. Phew. We're getting there. Start of combat Chuckles permanently adds 3 head balloon cards to your deck. Chuckles deals +1 for each head balloon in your hand. Oh, you mean like this one? Pops when played, banished permanently. Okay, let's do that. Oh, it doesn't have anything in it, too. So it's like we can do that. And then let's do it this way. That should work. Plus we get a little bit on him. Let's see where our multiplier gets to at this one. 6.7 is a really decent multiplier. I mean, that was not a lot of damage. I had a lot bigger multipliers in my last one. Last game was like crushing multipliers. All right, so, yeah, but that's RNG. I mean, eventually I need to get rid of this and get other things. It's just a matter of, because like right now we're losing half. Oh, you know what, 2, 4. Yeah, I'm losing a half anyway. So we can fill one of these and not make any change here. Okay. My math says mathing. Okay, there we go. We can do that. Still, a 6.7 multiplier is really not bad. There's got to be some things I can do that would make that better, though. Okay, well, we don't have another 0, so we'll just play those. I haven't been able to play any of the combos, so it's kind of... My RNG is not doing its job today, right now. All right, let's box you, sir. I feel like our multiplier is puttering out at this point, which is a nice way of saying it's not working very well. He died, but we need like everything in hit points. Ooh, what do we got here? Ooh, increased chance of rare items in the shop. All shop items. Oh, I wish I could have both of these. I would like both of these, please. One less button would actually move a lot if you're over the course of a whole thing. But rare, it's all so good. It's all so good. Okay, we need to move you out. So what do we got? Bash weapons deal double damage. 2.5 if your card contains 2 cards or less. That's not going to happen. This is a great one, by the way. I really like this card. This card is really good. We do have a way to heal, so I'm going to get that. Okay, so bash weapons, we only have 3 that do bash, but the ukulele does not say, but permanently gains every time we do a candy. How much are candies? Candies are actually fairly cheap. So if we do this, eventually I'll need to do that. Okay, Bandit, that we're not going to do. We're going to buy this though. We're going to do this, and we're going to take this thing down. I think we take... Do we take that one down or do we take this one down? I think we take this down. Confirm. Okay. Now we do have a bash, and we will get bash, and that's going to be 2 to... Bash weapons deal double damage. It's still giving us 3.2. Like, that's why it's kind of a hard decision. Because it's still giving us... Okay, let's just re-roll the shop here. For each combo played with 0 energy, permanently gain +1 multiplier for each point of energy remaining in combo. Okay, I think that might work for every point of damage blocked. I think this might actually be a good one to do. What do we want to lose for it? This is giving us extras because we're not spending. That's tough because if we're still getting 3.2 out of that, this would just be slowly building. So technically, I would need to trash something in here. We do have 2 heals, though. We could buy those too. Those would actually work really well. And we do need more life. Tempted. This is so tempting that I'm going to lock it, is what I'm going to do. And then we're going to go... This is a... Hits once more for each camp, and it's a bash. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves some bash weapons to go with that multiplier. Oh, I didn't grab the bash one. That's right. Okay, this is just that. Yeah, I didn't grab I don't think we grabbed the double damage. Yeah, no. So we don't necessarily, but that's a lot of damage, so I'm not going to complain. All right, let's go over here. Let's put this in here, and we will go with... we'll add 10 to him. That'll work. All right, let's go to our next one. I feel like I probably should have bought more candy. Okay, so let's see what we can do here in the first round. He's not doing anything, but he's hitting us really hard. So let's see. Okay, that's 4. Here's the other 4. If we do this, we'd have 2, which would not be enough. And we didn't buy the other thing that builds off that. So I think this is our best bet. We're going to get a good multiplier. Hopefully it means we can do some... Wow, he has a lot of hit points. I'm pretty sure Squish is about to squish us. Like, real quick. Okay. Okay, 2 extra energy. Draw 2 cards. Okay, let's use that. And then let's use that. Our ukulele now does 28 points of damage. fantastic. Candy cane, you're up. How many points do we have? We have 5 points left, too. Okay, let's see. The ukulele takes that amount. And we don't have anything for 2. Oh, we do. Right there. Rusty nail. Okay. Okay, let's go. That's going to be a good chunk of damage on him. Oh, that was so good of a round. It took both of our candies, but it was so good. So good. We don't have too far to go. I need to heal myself, so that's like a definite. Okay, so it looked like that. It's not gonna be a huge amount, but what can I do? Oof, he is definitely... We are so close. We have to end him this turn, or otherwise we are squished. All right, that's all we can do right there. I mean, I could discard for other things, but I'm not going to have anything that's a 1 cost. Because I don't think I have any. Wow, yeah, that racked me over there. Phew. We've gotten some decent combos, but... Yeah, no, I'll need that life. Just bring that on. All right. Okay. For every point of max energy, 0.1. So if our max energy is currently 10, so we would get exactly 1 multiplier off of this. Okay. So that's not super good. I still kind of want this. But I have to get rid of... This is going to lose 0.8. Okay, those are both really nice. They're really both really good. Okay, we're going to lose 0.8, but we're going to start slowly gaining. So, we did lose 0.8, but we're going to slowly start gaining because we do have times where we have some energy left on the table. So, let's go ahead and do... Should have grabbed that one. Now that I think about it, that was a tactical mistake. Ooh, we're getting close. Of course, we are also very low on life. Each time you draw a card, its energy is increased by 1 or decreased by 1 at random. Oh man, this is the one that ended my run earlier. Okay, so you... Oh, I need to... Oh, I didn't read that fully. Okay, well, definitely you. Okay, so we're looking for a skill. Okay, that went down, this went down, this went up. Okay, we'll just discard those 2. Hopefully we'll get a skill. We did not get a skill, which is a bit of a bummer. But we can go like this. Unfortunately, we didn't leave anything in here, so this did not get increased at all, which is not the worst in the world, but fills 1 brand reward dial. Okay, let's add our energy here. Okay, so let's get ourselves some healing. 8, 12... Okay, phew, okay, there. Okay. 2 times damage for being next to a skill card, which it is. We have 10 right now, so let's go ahead and do this. And we'll just play out that whole hand like that. That's going to get us a little bonus. I mean, we'll see how that item works. He's going to squish us. We're squished. Still, it wasn't bad. That's a lot farther than I've gotten before. Like, it's actually, they've done some pretty good work in the balance and getting this to be a little bit more easy to get through. You still do a lot of chip damage, but there's ways to mitigate and kind of get around it. There definitely seems to be more healing stuff too, which is really good. So this has been Barely Brave. Again, there is, as of the time of this recording, there is a demo up, and I will have a link to the Steam page for you on that one. If you enjoy those videos, I do hope you come back for the next one, and most of all, as always, have a great day.